Hi guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. Sitting at a traffic light, headed home. Yay! It's been a long day, but it was a fun day. I've got some, oh no, that's paparazzi. This is Timu. You know what? That is so weird. I think that's the only, okay. This is Timu, and this is Timu. This black one. Everything else is not. That's odd for me, right? I normally have Timu stuff on. Anyway, who's this broad talking to you? Okay, sorry. I am Deb with Deb's Cool Finds is my channel. Thank you for finding my channel, and of course, thank you for everybody who has subscribed and comes back to my channel. You know, I love that. Love you guys, and love all your comments, all that fun stuff. So I do a whole bunch of different kinds of videos, and this is one type of me with you as my passenger, sitting over there in my seat, just talking about my day on my way home. So I hope you enjoy that. Some of you say you like that a lot, so I'll keep doing them. But yeah, today, and if you could do me a favor down below, always give me that little thumbs up if you remember. It just makes me look good to YouTube, and you know we're all about looking good to people. So I was sorry you're bumping around, but it's a little bumpy street. But so today we actually were only in the office for a shorter amount of time. So I was only in the office for about an hour this morning, and then we traveled out to a city here called Las Colinas, and it's kind of a cool little area. I don't know if that's a city name or whatever. I thought it was Irving, but then it was Las Colinas, so I don't, yeah. But anyway, it's beautiful there. They have like canals, and they have like a lake out there, and it's just a really pretty area. Well, we built a building out there, so the guys in the department that does that, they wanted us to see this building. They wanted to show it off, and along with have lunch together and kind of talk about if we had any challenges or questions or whatever regarding the office, our work, on and on, right? So you can hear the allergies are getting in my voice, even though I take an allergy pill every dang day. But so we went there, and it was beautiful. It was about half an hour away from our office, I believe, and we get there, and it's this 15-story glass building, absolutely beautiful. It's got a big old parking garage with it, and it's just got a lot of amenities and things, and it's absolutely exquisite. You can't get into the building unless you can pass through the guard system, to the point that you have got these little computers on the reception desk that's manned, and then there's guards all around, and security guards. And oh my gosh, I have no gas. I am such an idiot. I knew I was on no gas, and I started talking to you and passed a gas station. So let us pray together that I make it to the next one, because I am on freaking empty. Dumb, right? Yeah, I am sometimes. But anyway, we'll talk until we walk. So this building was exquisite, and it has, like I said, so many amenities in it. It's got this beautiful lobby, and all of the flooring, the furniture, the decor is just exquisite. The lobby is huge, and it has different seating areas around it in case you were meeting with somebody. You know, once you get through security, some areas there. You know, glass windows everywhere. I believe there's a gas station up here, so I'm going to pause you in a second, but you won't notice the pause much. But and then they have a chapel there, and they had these. I love these things. They had these standing. It almost looked like a standing sign, you know, that you just stand on the floor, and it stood maybe, I don't know, 5-6 feet tall, maybe 5. But it was stained glass, so kind of emulated the feeling of stained glass windows in a chapel, in a church. It's Catholic based, so it's, you know, it's got that feel to it in the church, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And the lighting fixtures were all really cool and different. There was one art piece that I absolutely wanted. It's gorgeous. It went on one wall and around a corner and down another wall, but it was just pieces put together of this beautiful blue glass. And you know me and blue, right? So beautiful blue glass, and it just, to me, I don't know what it was meant to look like to me. Dang it, there's no gas station, seriously? None at all? Oh my God. I am in trouble. Let's try and roll a little. Get your foot off the gas and roll. Oh my gosh. Please keep going. Keep going, Betsy. We can do it. What was I saying? Okay, this art, yeah, it was just absolutely beautiful. To me, it looked like waves. It was just beautiful to me. Elevators are really cool. They have these same elevators on the Mardi Gras. It's a Carnival cruise ship. I do a lot of Carnival cruises. So if any of you have been on the new class of ships, the Mardi Gras or the Jubilee Celebration, is that the same class? I can't remember. But at least the Mardi Gras and the Jubilee, their elevators, well, let me speak of the Mardi Gras because it's the one I was on. You know, instead of just pushing a button to get an elevator to come to your floor, going in the elevator and then pushing the button for the floor you want to go to, right? That's how elevators work. Duh. Let me explain elevators to you. So instead of that, there's a computer panel sitting there, and you press the floor that you want to go to. So you want to go to 3, you press 3, and then it pops up with the elevator number or letter, whatever it's labeled, that will be taking you to your floor, and then that lights up and you get on your elevator. There's no buttons in the elevator for floors. So it was so funny on the cruise. Come on, traffic. Did you know I have no gas? Let me get to my place. The cruise was quite funny at times with people with, I would imagine, the drink package, who have gotten their money's worth. They would get on that elevator just because the doors open, and they'd get in, and you'd watch them going, you know, the doors would close, and they'd be like, where's the buttons for the floors? And they just, dude, you were supposed to push that before you got in. So, and you can't change it. So it's only going to go to the floors that, you know, it was requested to go to, like an elevator works. Here's a gas station. So I'm going to let you go for a second. It's always on the wrong side. Mine is on the passenger side, and every time I come out to an open pump, it's on the wrong side. So hopefully I can spin it. Oh, and that one's broken. Oh, this is just glorious. This is, oh my God, this is glorious. Okay, well, they're broken, so that's lovely. Okay, oh my God, I need gas. Yeah, that's fun. So this guy's just staring at me while he's filling up his car.
Take the next right on Daudelia Road.
This car has nobody in it. So, I don't know quite what to do. But I'm going to pause you while I am thinking how to fix this. Okay, hold on. Okay, I made it through. I'm alive. And my baby car has some food here. We got 150 miles worth of gas for $15. I guess $1 a mile. Wow, that's a lot. Anyway, yeah, I paid too much, but I just wanted to put in enough. Probably put in too much, but to get me home, back to work, and then I'm gonna go to Sam's Club and get gas cheap there because it's right by my work tomorrow. All right, where was I in my wonderful story? Okay, so all right, so the buildings, so the chapel, the elevators. So yeah, it was quite funny when inebriated members of the cruise world would go on those elevators and just be completely lost by the fact that there were no numbers inside of it. So that was kind of funny to watch. I like this system because, you know, nobody's in there pushing other buttons and doing all that kind of stuff. Once you're in the elevator, it's just going to take you to the floors that you programmed in there. So, I mean, it could stop for somebody else to get on, but nobody, can be, oh, I'm getting off at this floor. No, I'm getting off at that floor. You can't change your mind. So that was those are pretty cool elevators. So we got a tour of the whole first floor. What else was on the first floor? It was amazing to me. Oh, a gym, a really large gym with all of your exercise equipment. And then they had a room where they actually had like bars on the wall, like ballet bars on the wall and stuff. And they do classes in there. I'm like, classes? We got a teeny tiny gym at my work, which I am blessed to have. But sadly, not blessed because I have not used it yet. I need to do that. But anyway, classes, right? What? And then outside of that, they had an area outside where they had some kind of container thing or whatever, and then they had more workout equipment out there and stuff so you could work outside. It was just amazing. And then they had a clinic, a little medical clinic. What? Where anybody in the building could go down there and use this clinic to get, minor ailments and stuff, or to get immunizations or all kinds of things right there. And they said they could bring their families too. Like, what? So that was really cool. And it makes perfect sense. A lot of these things, the companies just are like, it's too much money or whatever. But it makes a lot of sense because your employees aren't leaving their work day to go to doctor's appointments, at least these kinds, when they're ill, slightly, not horrifically ill or surgery or anything, but, whatever. They can just get the treatment there. It's just pretty cool. Or maybe they hurt their ankle or something, but it's not broken and they need help, whatever. It's just a clinic, or they don't have to leave to go get immunizations or flu shots and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty dang cool. Then they took us up to another floor that had, oh my God, this place, a full cafeteria, just like they used to have in the hospital when I worked at the hospital, with different stations for different types of food. They even have a freaking smoker in there to smoke barbecue meats and stuff. Like, what? And then they said they do all their food healthy. They like the majority of places, especially when you eat out, what they do is you are bouncing a lot, I'm so sorry. They prepare food to make it flavorful by adding salt, of course, by adding fat, sugar, those kind of things to make the food delicious. And this place, their way of doing it is they just add more flavorful spices and things, and not hot, not always hot spice, just spices. He's like, it could be cilantro, it could be, whatever, added into it just to make the food so much more flavorful without adding all that crud, right? So that was so cool. And then they built on this building like balconies almost. I mean, just outdoor areas that just hang off the building. Unbelievable. Like, you could sit out there and eat, or sit and relax on your lunch break, maybe read a book and with these amazing views all around the building. It's exquisite. I kept going, where's the application desk? Can I work here? But no, I couldn't, because it would be like, I don't know, hour and a half or more from my home. So no, but gorgeous. Even where they work was so pretty. The floor in here, he told us how they made this floor. It looked kind of like stepping stones almost, but smaller. But he said what they do is they put those stones or whatever they are down and arrange them how they want, and then they pour some kind of floor epoxy, whatever the stuff is, they pour that into it. And then they sand it all down flat and even, and then they put, the shiny whatever flooring on top of it. It was absolutely beautiful. They had a floor that looked like pieces of wood, gorgeous. The artwork everywhere was really cool, and it was different medium on different floors. Like one floor even had like glass art, and then another floor had art made with like rocks or sequins or something in it. And that was how one had artwork made from fabric, paintings and stuff out of fabric, not paintings, but you know what I mean, like scenes with fabric. Just absolutely tile stuff. It was just beautiful. Their stairways even had beautiful artwork in it to make, they said, so that it encourages people to use the stairs more. It's just to stay healthy. we had that at one of the hospitals I worked at, that the stairways had like some pretty art in it, but then it would also have like questions, or it had information that you could like read as you were walking up the stairs. Again, in trying to encourage people to use the stairs to better their health, and not your, like where I work now, it's the stairway is just that indoor stairway that's like creepy looking, and you're like, I could be murdered in this stairwell and no one will notice. So it was not exciting at all. So we were all so jealous. We just kept making comments like, oh my gosh, they have this, and oh, look at our little snack and go area we have that we loved. Now we've seen this cafeteria, and kind of fades in the snack and go, scan and go, whatever. And now we're like, oh, we like our gym. It's so pretty, but oh my gosh, look at this gym. It's just, there's a lake nearby with a walking path, and it was beautiful. Even like their conference rooms had like a door to go out on the outdoor balconies and stuff. Just, wow. It was, quite unbelievable. So we were all very jealous when we left. But then the eating area, they made us barbecue for lunch, so we got to have lunch there in our little conference room where we were having our meeting, just the employees from my company. And oh my gosh, they had brisket, which I love. They had sausage, which was really good, a little spicy but really good. And then they had chicken, and they had, what else, beans, okra. I don't do okra. Although I have to be fair and say I've never tried it, but it doesn't appeal to me. I know, that's dumb. I need to try things, right? I should have tried it while it was free. That coleslaw, that a salad. Mac and cheese, but the really, really cheesy kind, not, Kraft macaroni and cheese. No. They're little, like shell macaronis, and then just, where you take a bite and then string of cheese. Oh, it was delicious. Then they had some kind of cream pie for dessert, but I don't do cream pies, so I don't know. I think it was chocolate, but so mostly the guys ate the pie because they got dessert, and the women kind of were like, no, we're gonna go back to work. So so we spent, I think we got there, it started at 10 and we left about 1 something. So by the time I got back to the office, it was later. Got quite a bit accomplished at the office anyway, because we were there till 6, and today is a Wednesday, so we're there till 6. Really pretty blue Mustang in front of me. I love that bright blue on the Mustangs. Ford picked a good color for them, I think. Pretty. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm going to be home later now because it's stuff for gas. A lot later. I'm going to get home at 6:53. Bummer. Right now it's 6:27. It's a bummer. But anyway, so that was fun. It was a fun outing, a fun change of pace from just working all week, and I enjoyed it. So I have one major project I've been working on. Oh my gosh. I have to ask for something from all these different people, and then wait for it to return via email, and then check it, and then resend it, get it corrected. Oh my gosh, it's like every time I'd clean out my email box, and then I'd send a whole bunch of requests again, then it'd be like 100 emails again. So I'm getting close to the bottom of that project. And then my coworker is off of work tomorrow and Friday. She really needs it. She's been working herself like a dog, like till 9 o'clock a couple nights this week. So it's affected her quite a bit. And she has a friend coming in from out of town, and she's got a whole bunch. She's been researching all these different places around Dallas to go to, because she's only lived here since the end of last year and hasn't really done anything because she's been working so hard. So I said, have fun, forget about this place, and find some new places that I don't know about, so I will have some place to go to. So she was real happy to get away. But when she left, before she left, we spent like an hour discussing a couple other projects that she wanted help with, and I was like, yeah, no problem, I'll get to them. Because if I'm not busy during the day, I'm not a happy camper. So I gotta stay busy so that the day goes fast and I can get out of there. I I'm there because I want to pay attention. And after we left, and I was in the car waiting for her to drive us back, I saw I missed a call from my dad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if today, is the day. And it is. So I called him back once I got back to work, a lot late. He called me at like 10 in the morning or something. And I returned the call to something because that's when I got back and I could do it. So I called him and I'm like, yeah, you called him. Sorry, Mr. Call, but I was in a big old meeting all morning and all day. So he's like, well, we're at the airport. I said, okay, awesome. And he's like, yeah. And he kind of was stalling and he goes, yeah, we didn't arrange a ride. I'm like, oh, that's great. Dad, I'm at work. And he's like, oh, I said, I work till 6. It's not going to help you very much. You don't want to sit there for 4 hours. So he's like, oh, I thought you'd have the day off. Why would I have a middle of the week Wednesday off of work for no reason? It was very weird. I was like, no, I don't. And my mom was like, are you feeling better? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just tired, but fine. Always tired. But anyway, so they said they were going to take, so here in Dallas, you can take trains. They don't go everywhere. Some towns, like my town, voted no to trains. The old town I lived in, which would be on a train route if my parents were trying to get to my brother's house where they stay when they're here, that town voted no. So there's no train that goes out to his town. So he said, and all the trains just are a straight line, and they go from wherever they are, north, south, east, west, and then they end up in downtown Dallas at the main station, and then you could switch a train and go a different direction. So they said they were just going to take the train. They've done it before. They were going to take the train, so they were going to go downtown and then back out to a town near me, which totally didn't make sense. Like, what are you going to do from there then? But anyway, I was kind of fuming because I was like, why isn't the brother that he, is staying with it, who he previously lived with, and his wife, why aren't one of them going and getting my folks? Because they had to know when they were coming in. I didn't know. They had to know exactly when they were coming in because they're staying at his house. But yeah, it's just a question for me. But anyway, so I don't know if they're gonna stay there and wait for me to drive home. I've got no other phone calls, so I don't know what's going on. But they're silly. And then my mom's like, don't ever fly this airline. I hate this airline. I was like, well, what airline did you fly? She said, Frontier. I'm like, well, no, I've never flown that airline. So why is it bad? Well, they only let you take one suitcase. They charge you, what did he say, something like $70 to check the bag, or like $150 to bring it on the plane with you. Well, that's really weird. Now, of course, this might not be correct, but okay. So he's like, so we checked it for cheaper. And I'm like, $70 to check a dang bag? Wow. And then I thought, well, why do you really need that big of a bag? Because you left clothes here and you have clothes you took there. So why would you be bringing clothes? I don't question these things anymore. I've learned to just go, like that. Because otherwise I try to logically figure things out, and they've started to just do their own dang thing, and not so logical, but it works for them. So yay. It would drive me crazy, but it works for them. So I'm hoping to see them this weekend, at least. I heard, my mom said something about, like, well, first of all, every picture that I see that my brother posts, my dad is either on his phone, or he's staring into the ocean, or he's like half smiling or smiling, okay? Because my dad normally, all the kids, the grandkids, my brother's kids always say he always looks like mean grandpa, because he's never smiling in pictures. And then I looked at the pictures from our cruise, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, he doesn't smile all the time. So anyway, but then every picture of my mom, she looks mad, like kidnapped or something. Like she's just angry. I mean, she could be at the ocean. They're sitting at the ocean. watching the sunrise, which, 2 points to that. I can see why she's a little angry is because, well, first of all, everybody else is in shorts, so she's wearing a coat. So the temperature right there is bothering her. And then second of all, she is not a morning person. So getting her up to go see the sunrise every weekend day, not going to throw my mom. So yeah, and then plus she's just mad because they moved and she didn't really want to move. I still think to this day it's better. Oh, where's my turn up there? That it's better for them, but
In a quarter mile, take exit
I just
8
think
for
with
I-30
her
East
memory
Texas
problems and different things that she needs more time to adapt to this new living situation. Now everything's strange. The house is strange. The state, they moved from Dallas to
Take exit 8.
Jacksonville. So the city's strange. They're living with this brother now instead of the other brother. And that's different. Her grandkids aren't there.
I-30 East ramp to Texas Manor.
Stores aren't where she doesn't know how to get around anything. Nothing's familiar, right? So I knew that would cause an uproar in her life and wouldn't make her happy. And when she gets confused, she gets mad, and yeah, the cycle. So, and I tried to warn my dad, but he's like, no, she's so much better. I was, okay, Dad. So I guess she bugged him so dang much because they've only been there all that long because, well, time does fly and I don't put it all into perspective, but they were here when they left like a week or two after Bella passed. So that's all the time they've been gone. And anyway, she said, I missed everybody so much that I told your dad that he had to take me back to visit. And so we're coming back for, I don't know what she said, 4 or 5 weeks or something. So I'm like, Dad, you're just gonna, I didn't say it to him because do what you want to do. But I was thinking, Dad, that's just gonna make her more confused because she's used to here, then you take her there. She's only been there a short time. She might be starting to assimilate to everything there, and then you move her right back here again for a short-ish visit, and then you're gonna move her back there again. And it's just like I don't know how it's gonna go, but well, I'll see. And then his truck is in Florida, so he won't have his own transportation here. That'll be frustrating to them because they like to be independent, which I totally understand because that's definitely me. But yeah, so it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like I'm thinking he's envisioning it, but who knows? I could be completely wrong. But I'm sure that those grandkids will be happy to see him and her. But yeah, so that happened today. One good thing I was thinking as I was backing up at work and hitting the brakes and hearing that squeaking noise, I still haven't got the tires on the car. I've paid for tires for my car, and I need all 4 new ones, which sucks. I usually buy used, but I haven't bought any tires on this car. It's a 2020, I think. But they said the size of my tires is very rare, which I didn't know when I bought the car. And so they barely ever get them in used. So, yeah, I'm going to have to buy new. So I'm looking for the cheapest new I can just to get me through to whatever. But I think my brakes need fixing too, which really sucks. I know places charge a ton for that. But my dad knows just like little independent mechanic dudes. He always knows somebody. I got a person. So he always knows somebody. And so I was thinking, oh my gosh, my dad's going to be here. So maybe I can have him go with me on the weekend, or at least, show me where to go and everything so I can get somebody to do them less expensively. I know his guys will do stuff like when my dad, the last time I had a different car that was older and needed brakes. So we went in there, the guy told us what brakes we needed, brake pads and everything. We went to the auto parts store that's right near the guy. I don't know if he still uses the same guy, or I can check it out. But so near him, and then we bought those so that they'd be in my name. I forget which auto store, but I guess they guarantee them, so you can just keep getting free brake pads when you need them. So he wanted it to be in his name when he bought them, or my name, whatever, instead of the mechanics, so we could do that exchange. And so then they just charge you, labor, because you buy the parts. So it's not as bad as like a certified mechanic. But we'll see. So I would like to be safe driving, but money's tight. Some things, I know safety shouldn't go, but it's kind of like telling me, knocking me in the head, like, girl, you postponed long enough. I know. I hate doing these things myself. I do so much myself, but I know a lot of mechanics, not a lot, but I know some mechanics will take advantage of a woman like me who has not as great of a knowledge of mechanical things, like brakes and all that kind of stuff, or what they should cost, or what really needs to be done. I know terms like, will I just need the brake pads? Will I need new rotors? Can they just file down my rotors? But I know those terms and I know what they mean. I just don't know, if somebody goes, hey, we gotta do brake pads and rotors, and I don't know how to dispute them or how to qualify that as being true or not. So some mechanics will take advantage of that. I know that for a fact. So it makes me nervous, and my dad knows more about cars, so they don't screw with him. So he'll even tell the guy, you don't have to do that. Come on, what are you doing? And then they change their mind. But, which is not reassuring that they would even try that, but okay. So, yeah, so that's something I'd like to do while he's here, if I can pull it off financially. There's that. And then, just go out to dinner and find out how they've been living there. And I'm sure hear my mom's complaints. I'm hoping I hear something good from her, but I've already prepared myself to hear more depressing stuff. Not depressing, but in her mind, depressing stuff. My mom is not overly positive. She never has been as just a person. She doesn't try to see, try her hardest to see the good in a situation. If it's bad, she'll just hang on to the bad part of it. We always call her Miss Downer. It's funny. But she's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, Mom, yeah. I'm just curious what I'm going to hear from all this, and how she's getting along with my sister-in-law and stuff. And the little dogs there, they have a little menagerie of little tiny dogs. They're called Miki's, M-I-K-I, I think. Teeny tiny little dogs, like poundage, like 4 or 5 pounds, whatever. They're tiny. So, and my mom's not an animal lover, number one. And then these dogs, I guess, try and go on people all the time, and she doesn't like that. Bella she could sense that my mom didn't like animals, and so she wouldn't really bother my mom at all. She'd kind of like come up and say hi to her, and then she just, walk away. And then as she got older, and then when she got sick, my mom was really kind to her, but you could tell she still really didn't want to. Oh, they have closed this ramp forever. Oh, I thought it was just yesterday. Oh, that's a bummer.
Continue for 1 mile.
Well, at least it's not as bad. Yesterday when I took this way, because the GPS still thinks I can go down there on that part of the highway, but you can't because the ramp's closed, so now you're stuck on the new part of the highway, which isn't that bad. It's 2 lanes, but when you cross over the little peninsula here, it's now a stop sign, 4-way stop sign, and people are coming from at least, 2 of the directions. So it takes a little longer than, just a light or just being able to go through. So, okay, we're stopping. Yep, see, and I got a whole bridge left to go. Yay, me. But I can see the water in this one. We're down there on that part of the highway. You can't see the water anymore because they built this. So I can at least see the water. It's very pretty. It's blue. It's a little wavy today on this side. So like there's this part of the lake, then there's a peninsula that shoots out where they're supposedly building this resort. Where so far they've just built apartment buildings. But And so it's a peninsula that shoots out, so you got to cross over that, then go to the rest of the lake, and then I'm at home. And then this part of the lake, I don't see as many boats out over here. I don't know if it's because there's more tree problems over here, because there's trees under this water. I think I told you how they build this. So there's trees under there that can wreck your boat, but I don't see as many people here. I don't even see as many fishermen over on this side as I do on the other, or even over there on that side of the water. But so here I don't see anyone out. It's beautiful. It's 90, my car says, so I don't know if that's correct or not, but it says it's about 90. And the sun is out. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. So you'd think there'd be somebody out there. Kids are out of school, right? So, but nobody. So we'll check when we go over. Yesterday, this took absolutely forever. I added, I think, like 20 minutes to my drive. Just this short little. I mean, I am literally 4 miles from my house, and it's like 12 minutes, and that will increase as we're waiting for this stop sign. It's just ridiculous, right? When it's a highway, when it's a major highway with a 65-mile-per-hour limit, just crazy. But when we go over there, like yesterday when I finally got over, there were some sailboats out, and there were some people on jet skis. I saw somebody pulling a raft behind, so people were having fun on that side, not so much on this side. I like that lane better, so I'm going to go over there, because when we get up here, this lane I'm in, so there's 2 lanes, right? So the right side has to go where I need to go. So all those cars over there are going to stay there and just keep going. Whereas this lane, when we get up there, it splits, and you can go the same way as that lane over there. Hit the brakes, girl. She stopped fast. Oh, somebody's with a boat next to me. It's a pretty boat. Or it can go to the left. So some of these cars will leave us. So once we get a little closer, we actually will pass a bunch of these cars until we get up there nearer the stop sign, and then we're all stuck. So, but whatever. It is what it is, right? I like my job, and so I put up with this traffic and the long hours. I don't like the long hours at my work, but such as it is. What is that? Boat says Eltony Stark. I don't know what that means. But I like seeing the boats. So on this side, there's nothing on the peninsula yet because they're redoing it all. It used to be a boat dock there, so people were really mad when they took that out to start on this, whatever it's going to be. The pictures look amazing, but is it going to end up that way? Who knows?
Take the exit toward I-30 East.
But behind me, on that side of the water, when it reaches land, there's restaurants and things there, and boats can pull up to the restaurants. There's docks and everything, so you get a little more action over there sometimes
Take
in
the
the
exit
summer.
toward I-30 East.
And then by me, I've got, my whole area that I walk. You can access that. Remember I walk on the docks. You can just park your boat and go all in there and do whatever you want. You can eat, you can play, you can watch a movie, you can do all kinds of stuff. Hear a concert. It's crazy. I love it here. Well, I love where I live. Texas.
Continue on I-30 East for 3 miles.
But yeah, everything's a balance in life, right? Good. You have to put everything on a scale and say, okay, here's the things I don't like. Here's the things I like or love, whatever. And then that good part of the scale should be higher than the bad part. If the bad part's higher, then you need to change something, in my opinion, because you don't want to live like that, right? You want to have more good than bad. There's always going to be bad. There's always going to be good. You just want more good, more happiness, more excitement, more joy, more pretty things to look at, more things to do. Whatever it is that makes you feel more, makes you happier. You want more of that in your life than the things that don't make you feel that way. So it's a personal thing. Everybody's different. I mean, some of you are, I say, it's going to take me, now it says I'll get home at 6:57. So some of you would be like, an hour drive to work and back? Heck no. And others might say, oh, that's not so bad if you love your job. So everybody's different. Yes, I would like my job to be here. And I could just pop into work, which I had for a while. It was like 10 minutes to my work. that was amazing at that time. But that's about the closest I've ever lived to work. I've always lived kind of far. Chicago, I lived an hour with traffic, or an hour train ride, like 45 minutes, hour train ride. So same kind of thing. Only nice thing about the train ride was I just sat and read books, and I mean, I didn't do much with any, we didn't have cell phones then. This is back in the day, right? So I didn't have no cell phones to play with or listen to or music, but I would read and read and read, and I loved it. Yeah, that was nice. It was a nice time. So, yeah. But, I am hungry. It's 7 o'clock at night. I am hungry. I have 3.5 miles to go, and now it's 7 minutes. So this is the longest part of this. Once I go through this stop sign, and then these two lanes will merge, we'll get on the highway, and I just got to take it over the water to my house. Yesterday, somebody irked the heck out of me. Hey, that boat's going down to the marina, so they're going out on the water. So if you turned right here, you would go down there, and you could get to the marina. They have stoplights in here, but they're not done yet. This road is all new, and the stop signs are new. Anyway, so right here where I stopped there, right, to continue, the guy next to me in this little Tesla, nice car. Anyway, jealousy showing it all? Yes, it is. But anyway, so we merge, right away. So he takes off like a bat out of heck, cuts in front of me here to the merge, and I'm like, all right, dude. Only to get to, like, okay, here we're driving, he's in front of me. Now we're on the highway. Now we can go 65 miles an hour at a minimum. And he wasn't even going this slow. He was going like 55. Just, you cut in front of me to go slow. Anyway, oh my goodness. I don't even know how many sailboats out there. It has to be over a dozen. Somebody's just speeding by on a jet ski, a boat, just speeding by, not pulling anybody.
67A toward Village Drive, Horizon Road.
It's looking, I want to look, but I have to drive. All the sailboats I see so far have like white sails. Pretty, because there's a yacht club down from me, different subdivision. I'm not in that one, but down from me, and I think they do sailboats and sailboat races. And Christmas, they decorate the sailboats and do parades and stuff. So it's really cool. They're all out there. Must be nice, right? And then I'm seeing some boats over at the harbor, so they might be stopping there, maybe dinner time or something. And then normally, well, they used to before all this construction started, they'd go over there, not at where the docks are that I show you, but it's kind of next to the area where I start going up the stairs. If you followed me on any of my walks, you'll know I walk the same walk. But they would stop their boats there and turn off my GPS since I can see my house. But they would stop their boats there a lot of times, and everybody would get out and swim in the water because there's no beaches on this lake. There's obviously no beaches. This is Dallas drinking water, my drinking water, and everything, plus boats. I mean, they do their thing to it. Somebody I told that to were like, ew. I'm like, oh my gosh, all your water comes from somewhere. They treat it. So it's crazy people. But so now my view is a bit blocked because the new highway, additional highway they're building over there is taller. So yeah, there's somebody there parked. People are swimming, sitting on rafts. That sounds so enjoyable. Put me in the water. Yeah, looks cool. So now a little bit more traffic, and then I get the heck off of here and go home. I have salmon waiting for me. That's what I cooked last night. So I have one more piece left. Oh, so good. And then I will make my salad with it. So I'll just have my salmon and my salad. And I will watch the rest of my episodes of Wildfire, which is a TV series. It's an old one. I saw in there. It's like from 2008 or something. I was kind of questioning because I was like, is this made to... I'm talking to myself, of course. Is this made... It's Bella's fault I'm talking to myself. When she was here, I was talking to her. But I'm like, is this meant to, like, look like it was from a while ago? Or is this an older show? I'm not sure. Because they were using little flip phones. Remember the old flip phones? Where if you wanted to text if you could at that time. I think you could. My daughter had a flip phone. That's the first one I got her when she was in high school. It was a flip phone, and and instead of like having a keyboard or anything, right, it would be like your telephone where it had just 9 buttons or whatever. It was A, B, C, it was 1 and D. Do you remember? But yeah, they were using those phones, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then one scene they had a computer, and it was a really big factory. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then I looked at the episode information and found out it was from 2008. So there we go. I forget, on one of my cruises, they did a trivia game that I love playing, and they did it with one of the questions, was, when did the internet first start? And I can't remember. Google, or I think it was Google. When did Google first start or whatever? I can't remember, but it was not that much before this TV series. So now I can see why it's so old and everything. And then I was looking at some of the names of the people. I'm like, oh, they didn't make it very well because I don't know any of these names. That's from, so many years ago that if they became famous, shouldn't I know at least some of their names? So it was very interesting. But it's a cute show.
Caution. Road with restricted access.
Thank you, sir. If you want to go look for it, I'm watching it on Netflix. It's called Wildfire, one word. And it's about horses. And it's about this girl who goes to jail. And part of the rehab that they do for these girls is they take them to this horse ranch, and they train on horses and stuff, and then they figured out that she has this natural horse ability, and she starts riding, and it just goes on from that. And the horse that she ends up with, mainly, his name is Wildfire, so that's the name of the show. But it's really cute, and it's it's kind of hokey and like a romantic parts to it too, and that kind of stuff. But it's cute, so it's like, oh, I can't wait to get back to Wildfire. But I know there's going to be an end to it because it was only so many seasons. I forget, 3 or 4 seasons, whatever. So I'll get to, I think I'm in season 3, so I'm getting to the end, and then I have to find something new. So if you found something, let me know, because I'm always looking for stuff to watch. I have Netflix, just in case, Netflix, Hulu, and Peacock. So if you find something cool on any of those channels, let me know, please. But I'm getting out of the car, and you are too, and I'm going home. So I have my cup for my coffee that I just didn't have a chance to rinse out at work, so I have to wash that. And then I have my little container to bring in for my 1 piece of Ezekiel bread with peanut butter on it. Oh, dang it. Which just reminded me I used the last of the peanut butter, and I didn't have time today to go get it. But my coworker, who's going on vacation tomorrow and Friday, is the one that I go to lunch with and stuff. So now I'm kind of free. And so tomorrow I'm probably going to hit up Sam's Club at lunch, fill my tank up with cheaper gas, less expensive gas. And then maybe run in. It's pretty cool. It's Walmart on ground level, and then below ground level it's Sam's Club, and then they have the pumps out back. So I might go head up to Walmart or Sam's and get my peanut butter, 1 or 2 other things I might need, and that's it. And I think I'll do that for my lunch tomorrow. Good idea, Deb? Yep, good idea. All right, guys, thanks for riding home with me. It felt like minutes, even though it was 57 minutes. It just felt so short because you all talk to me. You're such good passengers. You just let me talk, and it's just awesome. I hear you going, yeah, right. Yeah, I understand. I hear all that. So anyway, thanks for being with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're having an amazing week. It's hump day. So I'm going to put this video out today. It will be late because, it's 7 already, and I have to get in and do all that and download it or upload it. Sorry. It's going up to YouTube. So it's an upload. And put this out for you. And then I do have a couple more Temu hauls that I have to edit and get out to you. I've just been real tired. I know that's no excuse. Gotta get going, girl. I know. And I will. But there it is. Honest. I told you I'd always be honest with you. So I've been lazy and tired. But I'm going to let you go. So again, thanks. Thanks for your kind comments. Thanks for your hitting that like button. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. And down in my description box, which is that eye's starting to burn, I'm sorry, and tear up. Oh, that's annoying. In my description, beep beep, it's 7 exactly. In that description box, it has information. It's got a Temu link. Somebody just used my link. That's the first time ever. Used my link below for Temu to download the app on their phone. And it gave me $5 credit, and it gave them a coupon bundle. So go ahead and do that if you have not put the Temu app on one of your devices, or if they call it a reinstall, you can do that too, and use that link. So the link's below, and I also have a code AFI 40068, which will get a new user on Temu 30% off of their order. Yay. So go ahead and use that. There's a link down there to this ring if you like this ring. One of you amazing subscribers found the company that sells this, and I got a link to this down there. And there is a promo code, but I'm not sure if it's still working, but you can try it if you so desire. I don't know how much the ring costs. I got it on HSN on a clearance deal years ago. But yeah, so that's about it. I did get some things in my Temu haul, I believe, for my cruise, so we might see that coming up. I got some things for my office. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. And I'm gonna I started doing it, and then I slacked off today, but I want to keep putting community post pictures. Now, the community post is down below. If you slide that little thing across, it says videos and something else, and then it'll say community. Slide it over. Community is the last little tab on there. But I want to start putting, it's like Facebook, so I'm just going to post a picture and a little caption and just kind of show you things. So I want to start doing it with some of the Temu things I bought. Like, I want to take a picture of the organizers in my fridge, that beautiful Lazy Susan thing that I bought. I want to show you that now that it's on my counter in my bathroom, and different things like that. Or show you, I think yesterday or the day before I lose time, I showed you the beautiful sunset outside my house. So just things like that. So keep track of that. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I do post stuff like that, so you can kind of see it, and we can interact when I don't have time to do a whole video. Just keep in contact, y'all. We gotta keep the contact going. All right, love you. I said I'm leaving. Love you. Bye. Mwah. Bye.